Ash of Creation Apocalypse is set to be released very soon for everyone to play for free. Now on this video we will talk about the lore, we will talk about what is exactly Apocalypse, and we will talk about different kind of aspect that will be rewarded within the game. But first of all, they just leaked a video about the Apocalypse, so watch it and let me know what you think about it. Alright guys, what do you think about it? I don't know about you, but it keep on getting better and better, Ash of Creation. If you haven't followed up until now, what is exactly Ash of Creation is an MMORPG game that is set to release like in 2019 to 2020, so around that time. And honestly, I will need a different video just to explain exactly Ashes of Creation. But today, I will only cover the Apocalypse version of Ashes of Creation. What is Ash of Creation Apocalypse? So first of all, this is like maybe the PvP aspect of Ash of Creation. Now, this will include 3 different modes. The first one is the Battle Royale. The second one is the Castle Siege. And the last one is the co-op Horde. And that's why I said maybe, because the 2 first one is PvP, the last one is a co-op. So let's get more into detail about the first one, Battle Royale. Battle Royale is set to be released on December 18, and everybody will have the chance of playing it. Now, the Battle Royale is 100 people, which you can play solo, duo, and a squad. So this will be the last man standing. I'm pretty sure guys you're used to what is a Battle Royale, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail about that, but first I'm gonna tell you what is kind of different from Ashes Creation and the other Battle Royale. So whatever you found on weapon and armor is gonna give you a unique skills with them. So it's based on your weapon or armor that you get the skills. Now I know for different type of Battle Royale they don't have any skills, but since this is an MMORPG and the system will be implemented into the MMORPG in the future, so it's gonna different and you're gonna have a feeling of playing more an MMORPG than a shooting game like Fortnite or Blackout is really different than them. Now, not only that, the weapon kit will give you like the skills, like the environment will be destructible. So everything in the world beside the terrain is destructible. Now keep in mind, if you are not a fan of MMORPG, this is like more action oriented. So it will require you some skills and to get used to it and to be good at it. But if you're familiar to MMORPG and you already played PvP, that will be very suitable for you, like me. Now let's talk about the Castle Siege mode. This one is 100 versus 100 PvP. So in the footage you saw exactly what is it, because they showed you a mix of Castle Siege and a mix of Battle Royale. And basically the objective of that, the defender must protect key strategy objective to maintain the advantage. Now the attacker must destroy key strategic objective to swing the battle in their favor. Now there is class in that, not in the Battle Royale, but in Siege mode. Like you have to choose your class wisely because the synergy will be important. The siege weaponry, as you can saw, like the trebuchet, this one, like you have to deploy it. The player have to deploy the siege weapon. And as well, there is a guild mod that you can invite up to 20 of your guildmate to a match. So you can't be 100 people within the same guild, but still at least you have 20 people of your guild that you can actually play with. And this one is set to be released in the test phase on December. So we don't know exactly when, it hasn't been announced, but as soon as it is announced, the date of it, I will let you know, guys. Now for the last one that was announced in the Apocalypse is the Horde mode, City Siege. This one is a wave, and each wave is harder than the last one. And how long can your group survive? You know, you are 50 against NPC and player monsters. So it's kind of interesting because it's PvP VE. So it's a mix of both. Now the co-op objective is work together and react to the world to keep the Horde at bay. Wave-based progression. Monster coin implementation. Join a game as a part of the Horde and slay as many players as you can. Boss mechanic and boss battle. Fight legendary creature that will require skill and strength to overcome. Merchant system. Earn coin and upgrade your character to ensure success. All that within one game. Now this one is really far to be like released. It's gonna be in March 2019. So it looked very interesting. I will show you some footage in this video, but it's way further than what we hoped for. Since you have an idea what is exactly the Apocalypse, let's talk about the lore. The world of Vera is ending. You have two options. Fight for your survival or die trying. Apocalypse is a standalone prequel to the upcoming epic MMORPG Ashes of Creation. It's both a testing ground for the new system and content in Ashes of Creation, as well as a unique last man standing action game where magic, steel, and chaos reign supreme. Ashes of Creation Apocalypse is a high fantasy free-to-play experience where no two battles are ever the same. Now this is a brief summary which was written on the website. So basically, like, we are playing as the ancestor, and the ancestor left Vera because it was inhabitable, and this is the sequel of the MMO, so we're gonna know the lore before getting into the MMO. And basically each season will be a chapter, where each chapter they will reveal some lore and more the more you go like in the future. And eventually after a year, when all the lore is revealed, like we will go through a portal, and this is where the MMO come as an adventure. So this is the main thing. And basically when the MMO gonna start, like we are going back to Vera and reconstructing whatever the ancestor destroyed, and everything you construct will be like player based. So I don't want to talk a lot about the MMO. Like I said before, it needs an entire video for that, which I will cover very soon. Now let's talk about the cosmetic, the reward, something that are very cool for the people who are planning on playing Ash of Creation in the future whenever the MMORPG is released, because I know some of you are not a big fan of PvP, a lot of you are not fan of like Battle Royale, and you don't want to play that, but that might change your opinion about it, because we all love cosmetic, and some of you might want to go through like the PvP and play for cosmetic. Me, honestly, I know I'm gonna enjoy the PvP because I do play PvP in MMORPG, guys. So as we mentioned before, chapters. Now chapters will be like the season, for example, if you are playing Fortnite. Now those chapter will be 10 weeks long, and you will have 50 level of progression. Very similar to Fortnite, but different number. And the adventure path is going to be free progression for people and filled with unique cosmetics that are earnable. From my understanding, like when I watched the stream, it was 20 cosmetic, can be emote, can be costume, can be anything, not only like clothing or weapons, you know? So it can be a wide variety of different things. And those are rewarded in the three modes, game modes, when they are released. For now, it's going to be Battle Royale. Eventually, it's going to be the Siege mode, and then it's gonna be like the hard mode. There will also be an option that you can purchase legendary path, like a battle pass in Fortnite. I think that's the name. And this one will give you an additional around 50 to 70 cosmetic. And not only that, it will provide you daily quests and weekly quests for player to complete. So it will give you more option in order to complete faster those tier and get faster reward. And at the same time, you will get way more cosmetic, and yeah, so it gives you a lot of stuff. And those quests will give you lore that is related to the story of Vera during the fall, thousands of years before the start of the MMORPG. I just wanted to throw that out here. Now for the pricing, from my understanding, I heard it's gonna be around $10 to $15 USD. I'm not very sure, but as soon as I know the real pricing, I will put it in the top comments below. Now the main idea of like why they are doing the Apocalypse and why they split it from the MMORPG is because they wanna test it. It's gonna be for them a testing period, and with those three mode is gonna give them a lot of like data. And it's easier to release those because the asset that they are going to use on the PvP or the Apocalypse will be used for the MMORPG. But you guys already know like how harder it is to create an MMORPG than the PvP. Everybody is going to Battle Royale because it's so easy to use, and Apocalypse and Ashes of Creation are doing it right and smart. They are just creating that just to fix and make it better the MMORPG whenever it's going to be released. So all the data is going to be related to server architecture, the server stability, server deployment, large scale battle optimization. Please guys do it properly. This one is very important. Action combat design, castle siege design, AI and boss design, character asset polish, environment optimization, account management deployment, launcher patcher deployment. So since it's a brand new game and it's a brand new developer team, like they need all those data, and by playing that, we are indirectly helping them getting the MMO ready and better whenever it's launched, because we all know how terrible an MMORPG launch is, and they don't want to make this mistake. Ashes of Creation, so they gave us a small PvP mode to play and test it. Me, I'm not complaining. I am very happy because at least I'm gonna get a small taste of it before it's released, because I don't know if I will be able to wait until 2019 or 2020 to play the MMORPG if I don't have some small games of it, you know, like at least we have the opportunity to test it. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please click the link down below and create your account with this link. It's an affiliate link, so it will help me support my channel. You, by doing that, you play the game you love, at the same time helping a content creator like me. And at the same time, hit the subscribe button because there will be more video coming very soon about Ash of Creation. I'm planning on doing all the overview, everything you need to know about Azure creation, and there is so much stuff to know. So, and when the game is gonna be released, and for the Battle Royale and other type of video, I'm gonna create some guides to help you get better at the game, which is very important if you want to be competitive on it. And as I know, usually MMORPG are really complicated. I will simplify it for you. So hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.